Hello and welcome to another video. Today we have part 6 to 10 of For Rest. We did part 1 through 5 on stream, so if you missed the stream, I'll leave a link so you can go watch it from there. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. Leonard fills me on what happened back at the cherry blossom path. I was taking a walk with Vault and noticed something in the distance dangling from the branches of the tree. I wondered what it was, and it turns out it was Trina heading to the tree in a state of undress. Please stop stripping. Oh. Naturally, I couldn't leave her like that, so I raised my voice at her. I knew this would happen. Son, please. I can't go on like this. Maybe you should lay off her for a moment, Litter. Trina really seemed to be in physical pain. Well, since you're here, Greenhorn, things should be better. Thank you. Just use a bit of discretion next time you get undressed. All right. What are you doing? A litter quickly covers my eyes. But didn't you say it was okay since Sun was here? That's not what I meant. If anything, his being here makes it worse. Oh, really? Stop being ridiculous. I can't stand here and allow you to waltz around naked. I'm going to dedicate my time off to making sure you become a respectable person. Oh gosh. Me? But I'm a NIKKE. That's not what I meant! Litter resumes her lecture. Senti did ask me to help out, so I suppose I can't let things continue on as they are. Once the commotion settles down, the three of us start to walk along the cherry blossom path. I never noticed the cherry blossoms when I was building this path. Now that they're in full bloom, they really are breathtaking. Everyone is going to love them once the festival begins. Wait, did you just say you built this path? Yes, Trina and I both constructed it. It feels like yesterday that Trina came to me asking if I could help build this path, which would be the stage for the Festival of Harmony. But in reality, it's been years. Time sure does have a way of slipping from you. That's right. I certainly wouldn't mind if it slowed down a little. That's why I'm always going on about this and that. We're no spring chickens anymore. We may be NIKKEs, but even we'll expire someday. No, don't expire. No, you have to be with me forever. So we have to make the most of the time we have left. And that includes not stripping to the buff anywhere we please. Where did this all come from anyway? You weren't like this before. Oh, so she wasn't always just stripping? I wonder what Trina was like before. I guess is what, they'll probably talk about it. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is kind of funny for one veteran to be lecturing another. But since I've started, I might as well add one more thing. Oh no, not her one more thing. I want you to be remembered the right way, Trina. As a kind NIKKE who cared passionately for others and helped create a place where people could come and feel happy seeing these flowers. You've got to live life to the fullest and leave behind proof that we existed. That way, when our time is up, the world and the people around us will remember us honorably. Shouldn't you complete your story for those who we leave behind? For the ones we leave behind. Do you think there's any meaning to that? Of course there is. If you die without leaving a mark of any kind, how can you ever prove what kind of person you were? Instead, you'll become the subject of all kinds of rumors until you're eventually forgotten. That's why we have to work hard to live life to the fullest and leave behind proof that we lived it. As Litter finishes her speech, the massive cherry tree on the hill comes into view. It's been a while since I saw this. Did you see it last festival? Yes, and I thought the same thing back then. It's beautiful. The towering cherry tree seems to fill the entire sky with its overwhelming presence. As I gaze upon the cherry blossoms in full bloom, memories of the previous festival surface. Many people will probably come to see it again this year. We'll need plenty of facilities to accommodate the large crowds. I wonder if Senti will be able to handle it on her own. I hope she doesn't make something strange again. Senti will be fine. You've done a wonderful job teaching her. I want her to be more than fine. Quietly gazing at the cherry tree, Litter takes down a pocket watch. Before my time is up, I want Senti to surpass me. Only then will I be able to pass this watch on to her. What's the significance of that watch? Let's just say it's proof that I've lived. Ever since I started working at Mighty Tools, I've always kept this watch on me. If you're talking about passing down that watch, do you mean? Yes. I'll be stepping down from this job. Retiring. She's retiring! Anyway, Trina's been suspiciously quiet. You're not taking your clothes off, are you? Are you okay? I feel like I'm suffocating. Oh no, Trina! What's wrong? I'm fine. Just go back. The everlasting Sakura doesn't need any care. It's just an illusion. It's fine to head back. Okay, we don't want you overexerting yourself. Greenhorn, I'll carry Trina. Can you take care of Volt? Sure. I realize you're feeling uncomfortable, Trina, but lean on me. Thank you. It's times like this where I wish I was taller. Alright, let's go. With Trina leaning on her, Litter leaves the cherry blossom path. Even though she said she was fine, Trina's expression when she glanced at the cherry tree bothers me. Almost as if there was a sense of being sick and tired of something. I wonder what. Are you feeling any better? Yes. Thank you for taking care of me. Glad to hear you're better. What's on your mind, Greenhorn? You seem to be off in another world the entire way here. You and Trina made the cherry blossom path together, right? I don't know why I said right like that. Right. Then what about the cherry tree? The cherry tree? I don't understand what you mean. I heard that before the cherry tree from the surface, the everlasting Sakura had its lifespan artificially extended. That's why it's been able to survive on the Ark all these years. Could the person who carried out those measures be... As I relay the story I heard from Sakura, Trina's body starts to tremble. As expected, the person who made the everlasting Sakura is none other than... That's right. The everlasting Sakura is one of my failed creations. Aww.
嗅いだことのある空気でどうしてなんだろう。 思いっきり殴ってちょうだい。違う。ボルトと私の勝利じゃ。訓練士さんは私が守ります。あ、ワンちゃんみんな好きだ。
戦闘終了。
Preparing for a festival was much harder than I thought it'd be. By the time I came to my senses, it was already the last day of the festival. After finally finishing the last order of business, I dragged my exhausted body up the hill. When I got to the top, there you are. Renee was waiting for me, as usual. How's your day today? I've been so busy preparing for the festival, but I think most everything's done now. I see. Would you like to sit here for a moment? As I sat down, Renee pointed to the town below us. You asked me before what the point of plant research was. Have you still not come up with an answer? The streets below were filled with smiling attendees of the Festival of Harmony, taking in the flowers and the trees. Trina, plant research may not directly help in reclaiming the surface, that much is true. Still, if it affords us the chance to witness the sight currently before us, for me, that alone is reason enough. By the way, did you know? The people who came to the festival are exchanging items they brought from the surface. In the spirit of that, I brought something for you. I didn't have anything I brought from the surface, so I thought I'd simply give you what's most precious to me. Ta-da! Renee handed me a small key. It's a garden key. Garden key? Yep. I want to see more scenes like this in the future, so I made a garden key. My wish is that when people are looking at the flowers and trees, they'll forget their worries for a moment. I'm pouring that wish and my hope into the garden. Right now, it's just filled with saplings, so it doesn't look like much, but once they all grow, you'll be amazed. You should come and visit when you got the time. Thank you. I didn't prepare anything for you. It's fine. You've already given me plenty. I have? Yeah, I'm looking down at it right now. As Renee spoke, she gazed down at the town and smiled radiantly. Looking at her beaming, I found myself wishing for something. I wished that I could see this kind of scenery and look upon more bright smiles similar to hers. Anytime, anywhere. Hey, Renee? Yeah? I want to join Botanical Garden. So you finally come around to the idea. Then you need to make a promise to me, alright? What is it? Never stop treasuring the plants. If you do that, you'll do right by the ones you're seeing today and honor them. Pretty simple, right? A long time ago, there was someone who led me to the botanical garden. At the time, Renee practically dragged me to the Festival of Harmony, kicking and screaming. It goes by a different name now, Spring Festa. That day, I saw entire crowds of people forget all their worries while looking at the flora. After seeing Renee smile for the first time since she'd arrived in the Ark, I made up my mind. I decided to follow Renee's suggestion and resolved to research plants at Botanical Garden. And that's why you made the everlasting sakura. I wanted people to be able to see flowers and trees anywhere, anytime. That way, whenever they want to forget their worries, they could have easy access to nature. Then I'd say you succeeded. Thanks to your research, trees are a common sight in the Ark. After years of research, the day finally came when the everlasting sakura bloomed. The first person I went to see was Renee. That's when I realized, for the first time, unlike me, who had become a NIKKE, for Renee, who had chosen to live her life as a human, time passed much more quickly. In the end, Renee never got to see the everlasting sakura. My wish was nothing but a delusion. Looking back on it now, it's so obvious. All I wanted was to look upon her bright, pure smile. But I attempted to bring it about with illusions. It's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? I'm sorry. I know I'm a downer. Oh, I need to stop by the garden before it gets too late. I was told to notify them once we finished renovating the cherry blossoms path. Soon after, we came to the garden to see Flora. However, something didn't feel quite right. Am I the only one who finds this strange? No, I feel it too. Aren't there still a few more days until the festival? Yeah, as far as I know. Then why are there so many people here? The festival hasn't even begun, yet the garden is crammed full of NIKKEs. What's going on?
嗅いだことのある空気でどうしてなんだろう。あ、ワンちゃんみんな死ぬ。あ、違う。
リロードするわ。
装填。よいしょ。リロード。勝ったからおやつくれますよね。
How many times must I tell you? We can't be late. Don't blame me if you end up getting chewed out by the superiors. Anyway, how are you finding the Festival of Harmony? It's nice. I didn't realize how long it had been since I'd let go and relaxed. Well, we all need days off. If you only ever hurl yourself forward and fixate on the distant future, you'll get exhausted pretty quickly. We also never know when our time is up. So it'd be a real shame to miss out on moments like this, don't you think? We silently looked down at the festival, which was in full swing. From upon the hill, the view of the Ark, and the sight of the people blending in with the flowers and trees was truly beautiful. You know what I like so much about this festival? Whenever I'm looking at the greenery, all my worries melt away. When we go up to the surface, we'll get to see even more beautiful plant life than today. I can't wait. I'm excited too. Still, I don't think I'll ever forget what I'm seeing here today. Here, take this. Why are you giving me this? Didn't you know? On the last day of the Festival of Harmony, people exchange things that are precious to them. I already gave gifts to the others. It'd hardly be fair to exclude you. That's a pocket watch I used to use. It may look a little worse for wear, but it tells the time perfectly. You can use that to check the time. So now you won't have any excuse for being late. Damn. Didn't we agree to have a nice meal once we got back from the surface? You're the guest of honor, and we're celebrating a successful first deployment on the surface, so we can't have you being late to the party. This time, let's try to be punctual. I'll try. I should give you something too. It's fine. If you find something good the next time you're on the surface, you can give it to me. Litter has been lost in thought ever since we entered the garden. The sight of the Nikkes quietly enjoying the flowers seems to have her reminiscing about old times. He was right. Sometimes moments like this are necessary. Everyone seems so at peace. Anyway, we should try and find Flora. Yes, but how are we going to find Flora amongst all these Nikkes? Trainer! What brings you here? Biscuit, good timing. Huh? Do you know where Flora is? Flora? I haven't seen her in a while. Not after all these visitors suddenly arrived. I see. I do remember her scent though, so I can try to track her down for you. That'd be wonderful, thank you. But don't you need to take care of the animals at the shelter? I know you've been helping Flora for the past few days. Guillotine is taking care of our furry friends, so it's fine. She also brought along someone named Maiden to help her. Anywho, give me just a minute. I'll go find Flora for you. Biscuit runs off to the other side of the garden. Even for Biscuit, finding Flora among so many Nikkes will surely take some time. While we wait, why don't I introduce you to the little ones? Soon after. What flower is this? This one is called Lilac. Whenever spring comes, it breaks into a big grin like this. Isn't it pretty? Litter and Trina are absorbed in the flowers. The more I look around the garden, the more I can feel how each plant is being conscientiously cared for. That's right. The plants here are carefully tended to maintain their natural form. The temperature, the humidity, the soil, and the sunlight. Everything is carefully monitored and adjusted accordingly to their specific needs. The fact that they're tended to with such loving care is why the plants here are able to bring out smiles in people. Because they've been allowed to remain in their natural state. Say, where do I need to go to see the arboretum you manage? Well, the arboretum will remain closed to the public. Isn't that right, Trina? Yes, that's right. It's not going to be opened? Why is that? So that Renee can rest. That's all I can say. I heard the news. You've finished renovating the cherry blossom path? Yes. So is there anything I can help within the garden? Sorry? What did you say, Lilac? Oh my, I forgot all about that. It is terribly important. Trina, I have one more favor to ask of you. What's that? Before I ask, I should explain to you why the garden is so crowded right now. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. What do you mean? I thought of something while preparing for the festival. I wanted Nikkes, who work so hard every day, to be able to come to the festival and rest. So I made special invitations for them. But I accidentally wrote the wrong date on them. And that's why the garden is so crowded? Exactly. It's hard to imagine someone like you making such a simple mistake. No one's perfect. Should I tell everyone that the dates were incorrect? I think it's too late for that. True. You can't send everyone back after they came all this way. True. Precisely. So just for today, I was thinking of holding a festival for the Nikkes. Oh, a festival just for Nikkes? That's not a bad idea. Which brings me to my request. Flora hands over a stack of pamphlets. In order for the guests to fully enjoy the festival, could you help distribute these Spring Festa pamphlets? I wonder why she needs Trina to do it though.
ボルト、私のそばにぴったりくっついておるのじゃ。あ、ワンちゃんみんな来てた。言ってたいいのかな。
ちょっと物足りなかったけど楽しかったわ。
This year's Spring Festa will feature a unique promotional event. Attendees will take these pamphlets and get a stamp when they head to specific locations. The garden, the spring fair, and the cherry tree brought from the surface. To help make this process easier, I'd like you to place these pamphlets at key locations along the route. The garden has already been covered, so if you could take care of the other two spots, that'd be great. Following Flora's request, we head toward the entrance of the cherry blossom path where the spring fair was taking place. The area is already crowded with Nikkes who had received invitations. Rookie. Good timing. Everyone here is saying they got invitations saying to come today. Do you know what went wrong? Oh, well, you see. So she wrote the wrong dates on the invitations. What a pain. Is this going to cause any issues with the spring fair? Senti set up the booths pretty quickly, so we should be able to get it up and running no problem. Last time she turned a basic general store to a high-scale luxury boutique, so I was a bit concerned. But this time, she did a perfect job. She kept the market's atmosphere appropriately modest, and the booths blended in perfectly with the cherry blossom path, just like I wanted. You taught her well, Litter. You're certainly right about that, Yan. Oh, by the way, I have something to give you. Trina begins to explain the pamphlet and stamp system to Yan. Didn't I tell you, Litter? Senti would be fine. You're right, Greenhorn. Senti has really blossomed. That's right, and she'll continue to flourish. One day, she's sure to become as outstanding as you. Whenever people see her, they'll recall that you were her teacher. And they'll remember what kind of Nikke you were. You'll be remembered as you should be. So, before your time runs out, think about what you want to do for yourself. For myself? Is there anything more tragic than, in search of a complete death, leaving your life incomplete? As she takes in my exhortations, Litter silently watches the bustling spring fair booths for a long time. You're right. If possible, it would be best to complete both. Yeah, let's go.
嗅いだことのある空気だ。どうしてなんだ。これでよかった。なんで私がこんなことを知っているの？あおー！ワンちゃんみんなしてる。見てばいいのかな。こいつね、軽くあしらってやるのじゃ。ボルトと私の勝利じゃ。
We're back at the Cherry Blossom Path. All we need to do is place the pamphlets along the way as we follow the path. Are you going to be okay, Trina? Trina's gaze drifts toward the distant hill. Gradually, her eyes become stained in pink. Just before her vision is completely enveloped in rosy hues, she squeezes her eyes shut. Do you still feel like you're suffocating? Yes. If it gets too much, we can handle it from here. You don't need to force yourself up the hill. Oh, poor Trina. Trina's hands clench tightly, crumpling the pamphlet she's holding. After some time, she finally opens her mouth. I'm sorry. I'll wait here. You two can. Litter gently holds Trina's trembling hand. It's okay. Greenhorn and I will go up to the everlasting Sakura. Thank you. In the meantime, you can sit down here. Sorry? You heard Flora. Today is the festival just for NIKKEs. It won't be a problem for us to take a short break under a cherry tree. For goodness sake, how long are you going to keep standing there? Litter grabs Trina's hand and yanks her down to sit beside her. Greenhorn, you have a seat as well. Oh, but I'm not NIKKE. Sitting side by side, we proceed to gaze at the cherry tree. Isn't this nice? Whenever you take in nature, you forget all about your worries. Trina, there's something I've been wondering about. What happened with you and Renee? What was she to you? Trina fishes out a key from her pocket and wordlessly fiddles with it for a long time. Then, as if she has finally come to some kind of resolution, she looks towards the distant hill and speaks up. Whenever the sun begins to set, I would habitually climb the hill. No, don't leave me like this. No. Damn it. Well, we'll continue in the next part. But until then,